Welcome to Redbird Arena in Normal, Illinois, as we get set to crown the first Class A volleyball state champion of the new millennium. Hi, everybody. I'm Darrell Burnett alongside Fran Struble with all the championship action between defending state champion U-High Normal and four-time state champion Wheaton St. Francis. And Fran, from the outset of this tournament, Ogana Namani has not only been the lead story of the tournament, she's been the cover story.
She has. In the match that they played against Colchester, she had 13 kills. She put the ball down, and they dominated that game from the very first to the very last the ball that went down. There was really no doubt as to who was going to win that match.
On the other side of the net, Peg Kopech, head coach for St. Francis, was very emphatic when she spoke with us before the match tonight that her star, Marion Widener, needs to step up big time in this championship.
She's also another 6'1" outside hitter, very, very, very powerful. She had 11 kills in the match that they played against Breeze Mater Dei. It was one of those matches from the very first that both teams wanted to win. Both teams wanted to be in the championship. In the end, St. Francis is here. This match that we're going to see is going to be so full of action. There's great blocking. Both teams are very powerful hitters. There's a lot of fast offense going to go and great defensive digs. It should be a great match. It
could be a classic, and we'll be back with the starting lineups and the opening serve after this message on the IHSA television network. Redbird Arena is rocking here as we're set to go with the Class A state championship. The U-High Normal Pioneers in green and gold against this team, the Spartans from St. Francis of Wheaton. And there's the star we were talking about. Namani is going to be something special to see, as is Marion Widener on the left side of your screen. Here's the opening serve. Cleared to the back, the set. Already we have a whistle. U-High Normal picks up the point. U-High Normal is going to be a very aggressive ball club tonight. And here's Widener with the kill attempt. Saved. Set up by Annie Butts, and here's another rally going on. This is Namani and Jaquita.
It was a block out of bounds by U-High. So it'll side out.
Out of bounds, side out. Erin Virtue to serve now for the Spartans. With the jump serve. The dig by Annie Butts. Again, Widener with the tip. And the Spartans pick up their first point. It's tied 1-1 in the first game.
That was fast to the outside, right over. Block wasn't even prepared for that. It just went straight down.
Erin Virtue is the defensive specialist, but so far with a jump serve, she scored the first points for the Spartans. Side out, she can't get the serve to go, and the Pioneers take control. And the Jika Namani with the serve. Set by Virtue. Widener with a runner.
That roll shot came right off the top of the block. It was deflected out of bounds. No one could even get to the ball.
Side out. The Spartans will try and take the lead. It's early on, tied 1-1, and a beautiful serve by Widener. Give her the ace, and it's 2-1 St. Francis.
It was a beautiful ace. Cross court, really fast and hard.
This Spartan team is loaded with talent. 4 of these starters will be going on to Division I schools, and there's the spike.
The ball was passed over the net by U-High. Middle blocker just put it right on down.
Nicole Cernich with the spike. And right here you see Virtue, who's headed to the University of Illinois. White, a senior as well. West, Cernich, Widener, and Schwark. Widener is going to be going to the University of Wisconsin, White to the University of South Carolina, and Amy West, also on the Spartan team, is going to DePaul. Here's an exchange at the net.
There was a block by U-High. There was a contact on that block, and it went out of bounds.
And the fans from St. Francis love it. Down by 2. Here's the set. Namani, for the first time, comes alive, and you see it right here. The 6'1" senior headed for Stanford has an excess of a 30-inch vertical jump, and you could see it that time.
She was up and over the block. Defense had no chance. She just powers that ball so hard, straight down.
And the Spartans aren't a team that you can get down against. Here's the starting lineup. Annie Butts, who is a wonderful assist champion, will have the all-time record before she's through. And the rest of the starting lineup as we're back to action here.
That was 4 hits by St. Francis. So that would be a point awarded to U High.
Shelly Farnsworth now will serve. The overhand serve goes deep to the net to set up. We now move to further action in game 1. Ellen Virtue with a serve. Again, the Spartans in the blue and white. Pioneers in the green and gold have the ball. A scramble. Not the way you draw it up, but it was effective. They get it back over.
That ball was blocked out of bounds by St. Francis.
And Talby with the runner. And it's 5-3 Spartans. The Pioneers have the ball. Virtue with the set. Widener with the kill.
Once again, they go to Widener. Once again, she puts it down right off the top of the block.
Here's Marion Widener right here, again headed for the University of Wisconsin. A 6'1" senior, has a ton of poise. She has become much more of a vocal leader in recent weeks. Action at the net. Annie Butts sets it up for Namani.
Once again, there goes Namani. This was a tight cross-court cut shot, just hit behind the 10-foot line.
Substitution. Shelly Farnsworth comes in the game. And Ann Talby sits down. Farnsworth will serve. Ball falls out of bounds. And it's going to be side out St. Francis.
It came off a U-High block. They just blocked it, just missed the line, came out of bounds.
5-3 the score. First game of the Class A state championship. Wendy Rush with the return. Right away, Peyton White with authority, but what a save. Namani, save again, but this time out of bounds.
St. Francis made a great dig on that last ball by Namani, but on the first ball by Namani, but on that last ball, Namani had it all over her face that it was going down, whatever it took.
This is Annie Butts. She's one of the better servers on this Pioneer team.
There was a down-the-line shot. Great placement.
Megan Schwark. So side out once again. It's turned into a chess match here. Kill attempt. Jasmine Hunt.
Quick hitter came in right behind her, coming around behind her, came the hitter, and she just put the ball down. The block was watching that first hitter.
Neither team being able to pull away. Annie Butts. That time, and Yakita Namani.
Hit the ball right through the middle of the court.
Charlene had told us earlier today that she's not going to have the size of her sister, but she has every bit the talent.
She said she's extremely athletic. Had she had more size, she feels that she would, too, be a great hitter, just like her sister.
Here she goes again, this time long.
That was long. She wanted that one.
Megan Schwark with her team leading 5-4 here in the first game. The set for Namani.
And Jetta wanted that line, and she was heading right for it. It went down a little off, a little inside of that line, but it was a great hit for a line shot.
Here you saw a great shot just a moment ago of Jadika Namani. Amy West to Widener. The block.
Once again, both blockers were up on her. They're going to be on her because St. Francis is using her over and over. That very obviously is that game plan there. They have a double blocker on her. It's deflected out of bounds. Once again, she's just so powerful.
You just saw a shot there of Peg Kopak. She really is a strategist. She came in tonight. She was going to have a game plan all drawn up. She relies heavily on her assistant, Steve Williams, to handle the defense.
That was a fantastic block by St. Francis, and right back to it was a pickup by U-High.
And a pickup of the point by Virtue.
There was a right side hitter coming right out of there and coming down the line. Scored that.
There's Peg Kopak right there. Longtime coach of Wheaton St. Francis. 4-time state champion. Amy West. The little punch shot. So far, the Spartans have done an excellent job of controlling the net.
Yeah, the blocking here has been fantastic. There's great blocking on U-High side. They're just not putting the ball back down on the stuff.
There's a timeout on the court with a score. 7-4 Spartans. We'll be back after these messages. We now move to further action in game one. And the Pioneers are going to be substituting right now. Jasmine Hunt sits down. And into the game comes number 5, Jasmine Hampton. Annie Butts with a high set and Namami.
There's that setter dump. And once again, that setter dump scored. That softball right over the block, right on the 10-foot line.
And again, the game remains close. There you see a good shot at Peg Kopak and her defensive specialist, assistant coach, Steve Williams, who has his back to us right now. What do you think they're drawing up in the huddle right now to try and negate what the Pioneers are trying to mount for him?
I'm sure it's how to beat that block. The block has been very, very strong, has taken a lot of the net control out. So I'm sure they're talking about how to beat that block, get that ball down on the floor so we can score some points.
Well, do you know the answer to this question? Only one school has won titles in both Class A and AA. Do you know the answer to that, Fran?
No, I don't.
The answer forthcoming as we're coming back to action. Think about that for a few minutes.
I'll be thinking.
You may come up with the answer. It may have something to do when we went to a 2-class system. That's a hint. Amy Butts is so adept at that shot. Little number 3 is really an incredible player.
That was an illegal contact. She tried, St. Francis hitter number 8 tried to stop that ball, but had a lift on it.
Virtue with the set.
Now U-High's coming back to dominate with blocking. That was a stuffed block down on the court.
Side out now, U-High. In. Jadika Namani. Right now they're over mopping up the floor just so someone doesn't slip on the St. Francis side of the net.
Right, the amount of perspiration going out there, the effort put into this game does leave some trails on the floor, which you don't want to get hurt with.
Absolutely. Widener with the kill attempt, save. Namani, there's no saving that.
She's moved her attack from cross court on the outside edge, and now she's drilling right through the center.
And just when you think the Spartans might be able to put it away, there you see Cheryl Lanen's team come right back, and they close to within 1. It's 11-11. It's 11-11. This is the first time the Pioneers have actually had the upper hand in this game.
Yes. You see they're blocking, stepping back up to where it usually is, dominating at the net, and you see Agana just out there, just swinging hard for the middle of that court.
And that's what Carolina wants to do. So we have one Namani serving, another Namani killing. It's 11-11.
It's a great duo.
We'll see if St. Francis rallies after the timeout. Widener.
It was a soft tip, but it was picked up by the block. Here's
Namani blocked. Amy West to Widener again. Blocked. This time out of bounds.
Right.
Side out St. Francis.
The power that these hitters hit with, the blocks are good, the blocks are solid, but there's just so much power coming in there that it deflects off of the blocker's hands.
Here's Widener with the serve. She was successful first time around. Here's Amy West. Hit right into the net by Megan Schwartz. And Talby will try and break the tie. Side out U-High. The overhand serve.
That second ball, setter's attack. Here it comes back, and there it goes. Right through the middle of the court again by Agana Namani. She is just picking a board out there and putting the ball on it.
It's 12-11 now. The first time you can kind of feel the momentum start to swing to the Pioneers' side. Here's Ann Talby going for a second point. Here's a set by Virtue. Amy West with a tip. Saved by Kuhn. And he butts with a set. Namani again down the left sideline. And the Pioneers open up their largest lead of the game, 13-11. Again, a timeout on the court. And the Pioneers have really picked it up.
Agana Namani has that ability to hit that ball anywhere she so desires, but her tendency is that down the line drive. And now she's pushed from cross court to the line.
And here's the answer to the trivia question. Only one school has won titles in both Class A and AA. It was this very Wheaton St. Francis team. Wheaton St. Francis, a four-time state champion, trying to get back there again, but now they're 2 points down and the first of a best of three for the Class A title in the year 2000. And Talby, with 2 consecutive points to break the tie, is trying to put this match away. Kuhn with a nice set. Here's Widener. Just the pushover. Namani. Just like you brought up on the blackboard.
Same area of attack, center court. Now she's shortened it a little bit because they've moved their defense up to pick that one spot where she was hitting. So she's smart enough to hit it just a little bit shorter with all that power.
Game point, and Talby on the serve. Schwartz.
Soft roll shot by St. Francis. And here comes Namani.
And she puts it away.
You could see the change in her eyes. It's like, all right, I'm going to take charge of this game. I'm going to put this ball down. I'm going to show you what Agana Namani is all about. As they switch sides, you see the score. U-High takes the first of a best of three, 15-11. Now they had to really come back, Fran, to do that. We're going to take a break and be back with game 2 right after these messages from the IHSA television network. First game, the defending state champ, normal U-High Pioneers, defeat St. Francis, and the score is a little, I think, misleading, Fran, in the sense that U-High really didn't take control until the score was about 10-8 St. Francis in that first game, and then they went on a roll. Yeah, they truly did. There again, Agana was in the front row. That's their big hitter. That's their go-to hitter, and that's who they used, and she did her job. She came in, and she put the ball down. St. Francis coming out on the court after that, losing that first game, is coming out with fire. They're excited. They go right back to Widener. And I'm sure that was the talk in the huddle. Get the ball to Widener, let her put it down for us.
The strategy here has to be to force a third game, obviously, but U-High hasn't had a 3-game match since September 30th. No one really knows how they're going to perform under pressure if put there, and that's where St. Francis wants to get them.
Definitely. You know, you get that third game coming in. It makes your opponent think, okay, they're here. They're ready to rock the house. That was a great hit by Widener. She was just over the block and put it right on straight down.
Peg Kopech turned up the heat in the huddle. It's already 2-0 Spartans in game 2. Ball into the net, double hit. And it's 3-0 St. Francis. Bridget White trying to run the table. Annie Butts. Bridget White punches it back to the baseline. Annie Butts again with the set. Namani. Side out, U-High. So the Pioneers trailing 3-0. Will try to break into the scoring column. Widener with a kill attempt.
With that block in front of you, you want to reach really high to get over that block. Well, she reached a little high but didn't come quite through on the ball, but it was a great swing.
The set again for Widener. Nice dig, blocked by Ann Colby at the net.
Widener's hit was a tight cut. U-High was right there to dig it up. Coming back across the net, it was a little joust at the net and went down on St. Francis' side.
Namani closed out game 1 with some tremendous serving, and she's doing it again here in game 2. The Pioneers have just tied up the game 3-all. Widener, the nice dig by Namani. Wendy Rush punches it over. Widener. White.
Widener hit that ball cross court tight, about 15 feet back from the baseline, came right back with that same attack again, only the second time it was out of bounds.
That time Bridget White wasn't sure whether she wanted to let it go or to hit it. She elected to hit it, and it's another point for U-High. They're ahead 5-3, and by my count, Fran, dating back to game 1, that's 9 consecutive points for Namani. And as soon as I say that, it comes to an end.
Here it comes to an end. That was Widener again, up using that soft roll shot, putting the ball down. It looks so easy when it goes over the net, but it is a scorer.
Virtue with a serve. Namani is just going to have to punch it over. The set was too far back. Block attempt. Beautiful finesse shot at the net. That
again was another one of those soft roll shots right over the block. She was a one-on-one situation, beat the block, and just dropped it in hole.
There you see the U-High defense. Erin Virtue trying to tie it up. Widener had the first one blocked. Not this time. It goes off Namani's hands, and it's all tied up 5-5 in game 2.
She's hitting the same spot, cross court on the U-High's team. They were there to dig it, just didn't quite get under it.
It's going to be side out U-High as the shot goes long. Now we have a substitution coming in for the Pioneers. Ann Talby will sit down. And number 22, Shelly Farnsworth comes in. Shelly will be serving, and there you see the kills all tied up. We talked at the top of the telecast, Fran, about it being a battle between those two, and so far it's a dead heat.
It is a dead heat. They're just so powerful. They're just so dominant. When they go up, they score because they're so far over the block.
Ogana headed for Stanford University. Widener, who's serving right here, headed for the University of Wisconsin. Lenny Rush with a set.
There it is. Ogana just got up and hit that ball about 2 feet behind the 10-foot line. What a kill. Another
kill, side out. U-High Pioneers. Annie Butts will be on the serve. There you see Namani with over 300 kills for the season. Diving attempt, beautiful save by Butts.
Great defense. There's that soft shot again, right over the block. High saves the play.
One of the better rallies we've seen so far in this match. Namani can't get a hand on it. And it's side out St. Francis.
It was a great block by U-High. They had 2 blockers up on her, blocked it back, right down onto a defensive player who pegged it right over the net, and U-High just couldn't quite get their hands on it.
Here's Megan Miller, who's really stepped up down the stretch for St. Francis this season. That is such a beautiful shot, and we've seen Annie Butts use that shot throughout the tournament, but so far no one's been able to stop it effectively.
No, she does it so well. She keeps it so flat, drops it right behind the 10-foot line. It's pretty deadly.
And that results side out U-High. Off the hands, Butts with the dig. Farnsworth. Amy West with the shot. Now blocked. Paige White. Well, it was game 2 this afternoon in the semifinals that she really stepped up, and it's game 2 here tonight. She comes through with a fabulous block. The Pioneers lead at 6-5, but the serve goes long and the momentum shifts back to St. Francis.
It was a great joust at the net that we just saw by Annie White. She just outpowered her opponent and put it down on their side.
There's a good shot of Amy West as she serves. Great serve. Pioneers can't handle it. And it's all knotted up at 6. The Spartans trying to take their first lead since they jumped out 3-0 here in game 2. Jasmine Hunt now. Namani, saved by West. Back set, Jasmine Hunt.
That was a beautiful play. Then that fast offense right off the back of the setter. The blockers were looking for that middle attacker to come in, and she just put it right down.
There you see the play. Beautiful back set. Jasmine Hunt says, not on my watch. Think there's a little emotion in that face tonight?
Just a little bit.
Paige White now with a serve for the Pioneers. At the net, Colby. Hunt. She sneaks it in the back line by 6 inches, and the Pioneers go on top 7-6. Charlene loves that.
You don't always have to bury that ball. That finesse shot works well.
Well, both of these teams are so powerful that when you see a shot like that, now your team's expecting it.
Right. You sit back and you wait for that big, powerful swing to come through, and sometimes you get caught on that short ball.
Paige White is on the run. 2 consecutive points. Erin Virtue. Namani.
Once again, that power prevails. Takes the ball right off the side of the block, out of bounds.
And there's a timeout on the court with a score 9-6. Pioneers. Here we see on the replay, Fran, the Pioneers, again, like they did in game 1, starting to take control.
She comes in with so much force. Look at that face. Jubilant? Yeah, she deserved that.
Well, Sis is 6'1", but in Jadika, only 5'9", but boy, can she sky.
She just gets up there. She really does.
Here we see in the 1998 third-place game when these two met before, St. Francis, a different story that time. That 15-11 score was turned around, and we'll see what the outcome is here in game 2 if they match that 15-13. Right now, the Pioneers lead by 3, 9-6. Here are the Class A titles. Breeze Mater Dei with 4. Wheaton St. Francis with 4. And Erin Virtue with the kill attempt. We now move to further action in game 2. So back it goes, side out U-High, leading by 1, and Talby. Widener again, 2 times in a row when the Pioneers had a chance to pull ahead. Widener comes through with a kill. Now she'll have the serve.
2 kills ago, she went cross court. Now she's going down the line.
And kill, kill, kill all over the place. 26-25. As promised, an offensive battle tonight. A beautiful ace by Marion Widener at the most opportune time. It's tied 11-11.
Here comes momentum back to St. Francis.
St. Francis can ill afford to drop this game or it's all over. U-High took the first one 15-11. The block at the net. Paige White and Annie Butts go up. And they block Megan Schwartz.
They just roughed that ball right back down in front of the 10.
There she is right there, Annie Butts, just a junior with over 2,400 assists in her career. And she will be passing Jenny Roran, who also played at U-High and set the all-time record with 2,705 back in 1994. Back to live action now. Schwartz.
That was a tight cut across, right behind the 10-foot line. Had a digger there, just didn't get a hand on it.
Pioneers couldn't handle it. Here's the replay. Schwartz just puts it away.
You can see that digger right there.
Namani gets a hand on it, but can't control it. Megan Miller comes in, and this is what she does. She picks up the point. St. Francis pulls ahead by 1. Again, we have a timeout on the court.
That was a great ace serve. She just served so tough that it made it very hard to handle, put the ball right back up to the top of the net.
And don't forget to get caught up on all the scores and highlights of all the high school sports across the state. Just go logging on at www.ihsa.org. It's a wonderful website.
It is. There's a ton of information there.
Here are the St. Francis fans, and there's Marion Widener. Namani.
There was a touch on the block. There was 2. I mean, they're coming for her. They're letting her swing in. First one she didn't get buried. The second one she did.
O'Donnell Namani.
It was a great line shot.
Schwartz again with the kill. Look for them to be looking for Marion Widener. She has 8 of her team's 13 kills in this game. Wide over the end line. And the Spartans go up by 2. Jasmine Hunt comes in off the bench and kills.
That was a shoot set right across to her, and she just put it away.
Side out Pioneers. Trailing by 2, game 2, 13-11. Paige White with a serve, beautiful serve. Call it an ace.
Call it an ace. Call it a 12-13 game. Right back in, here they come again, U-High.
Paige White serving 12-13. Virtue with the kill attempt. Amy Butts. Virtue to Schwartz. And Talby sets it up. Great dig by Namani.
The defense is just phenomenal. I mean, they're digging hard balls, they're digging the soft balls. It's a great rally.
Great rally going right here.
Here comes that soft shot again.
Schwartz again. This time, her shot goes wrong.
That was going to be a put-away kill. It was just a little long.
And it's all tied up again, 13-13. And Pate Kopech once again going to the timeout. Game one was tied up 11-all, Fran. The Pioneers were able to pull away. This one could definitely be headed for overtime.
Oh, definitely. That 14-14 is a tough one to pull out of.
Namani had the urge, but she pulled her hands back at the last second. And I know in the heat of the battle, Fran, it's very difficult. You want to play every ball. You got to have the presence to know where the line is.
Yeah, it's all about focus. You know, where am I? Where am I in court relationship? And what do I take and what do I go?
There's the Vandalia High School band. They've been entertaining throughout the state tournament. And we're back to live action, tied 13-all. Spartans punch it over the net. Namani can't save it. Side out, St. Francis.
That was a backcourt attack, and it was a beaut.
Megan Schwartz now will try and win this game two for the Spartans. There you see on the replay. And Talby with the little dink. Widener blocked by Jasmine Hunt. Front set. Namani can sky. She's only 5'9", but she puts it away, and it's side out Pioneers. Jasmine Hunt will have the serve.
Namani hit that right through the seam of that defense in the backcourt.
Now the momentum shifts back. To U High Normal, they have the ball. Side out.
It's not that St. Francis didn't want that ball. It was very close to being touched.
Steve Miller, the line judge, calling it out. Here we go again.
It's going outside.
Namani, side out, U High.
This is kind of a Namani offense over here on U High. They're using both of the Namanis, and they're going to, and they're putting it away. They're doing their job.
And Jadika's had 2 runs as a server. We'll see if she gets one here to put the game away.
Here comes Widener right back with that powerful swing right down the line, off the block, out of reach of any digger.
9 kills so far in this game. Erin Virtue now. It's been back and forth for the last several minutes. The 2 teams tied at 13. Namani with a finesse move. Virtue up in the air. Widener. But Namani, and look at her get off the floor.
We had 2 finesse moves, one on each side of the net, and then the ball went to Namani, and you knew she wasn't going to finesse that hit.
So now it will be Ann Talby. Virtue with a set. Widener with the kill attempt. She gets it.
She gets it.
She's now in double figures, 10 kills.
She pounded that ball right in the middle where no defense was.
So the Spartans are not going to go quietly, that's for sure. They've proven that here in game 2. Amy West. Namani. Side out U High.
The second ball, setter's dump, was picked up and put right back up to Namani, and she just buried it.
Here you see from the net cam, right over the outstretched hands of the Spartan front line. By my count, that's been 6 consecutive side outs. Annie Butts now with a serve. Schwartz. Namani. There's no defense for that. And she's fired up.
She is so fired. Look at her. You know, it's that, yes, I can do it. Give me the ball. She gave St. Francis defensive player what do we call a facial. She just drilled it right straight in her face.
It's 14-13, game and match point for U High. Pioneers have done it again. Back-to-back state championships. It is pandemonium here in the hometown of the U High Normal Pioneers.
I think most of Normal is here. Looking at the crowd behind me, looking at all of of them jumping and screaming. There's a lot of celebration here. Looking across the net at St. Francis, they have nothing to hang their head about. They played a fantastic game. They came out. They didn't back off from the powerful hits. They didn't back off at the net. They just kept swinging and blocking. They have a lot to be proud about. And I know that Coach is very proud of them. She said so in the conference. Never has she ever been ashamed of her team because they give 110%. They do everything they can to the best of their ability.
Right now, the Pioneers huddling in center court. There are the two Namani sisters hugging each other.
That's got to be a special relationship. Two sisters playing together, a state champion team. One of them going on to play for Stanford. The other one will be left here at U-High to bring the team back next year with hope.
And there's Charlene, and you saw a shot of her. She said the championship last year was so special because back when she was in her 30s and won at Riverton, she thought it was something she was going to do many times over. Then she took the 10 years off, and she says, now I really appreciate what winning this state championship is all about. Now she has back-to-back titles.
Back-to-back. That's amazing. Back-to-back titles. When you have the power that she has on her team, that jumping ability, you know, when you can get up and head over the block, it leaves the defensive players in the backcourt just at the mercy of the hitter.
Absolutely. History is made. There's the final score. Normal U-High makes it back-to-back with a 15-11 and 15-13 win over Wheaton St. Francis, the four-time state champion. Welcome back to Redbird Arena, everyone. I'm Darrell Burnett, standing with two of the stars of the game, the head coach Charlene and, of course, Ogana Namani. Fantastic game. You and your sister had 27 of your team's kills tonight.
Well, it was all in Jadeko. When we got in trouble in the front row, she was very consistent. She kept pounding the ball, enabling me to have an easier time with the net. And Annie Butts did a great job delivering the ball. Jasmine Hampton came in and stepped up and saved that last game for us. It was just a well-rounded effort. I'm just so proud of everybody.
After the semifinals today, you said this is the dream. This is what it's all about. How does this dream compare to last year's dream?
Oh, I mean, people always say when you win it the second time, it's not as you know, emotional, but I will disagree with that statement. This felt very good. I'm very excited.
The players and coaches went up into the stands after the game to thank them. And Char, this is something special for you as well. Earlier today, you said the 10 years off really sent home the message to me of how special this really is and how difficult it is. It was tough tonight.
It was. Wheaton St. Francis is a great team. It could have gone either way. I didn't want to play a third game, that's for sure. So we just battled on, and they did too. And I think we treated the audience to a good match.
Char, did your strategy play out? It was close, but two times in each game, the Pioneers were able to pull away just when you needed to.
I don't know if that's so much strategy. It's just kind of the luck of the draw, you know. You get a gunner coming around. You hope that you can finish strong with her in the front row. And then everybody else can just kind of hold on and wait for her to get around and then finish the ball game.
Well, you certainly finished it off. Back-to-back titles is something special. Char's third, U-High's second in a row. Congratulations to the Pioneers. That wraps it up for the Class A title for the year 2000. Coming up next, the AA championship. Mother McCauley and Barrington, which upset the #1 team in the country today, Downers Grove South. Stay tuned.